Hello, Amy. Amy, your card is abundance. Expect things to get easier for you in the future. This card is indicating whatever you place value on, you will be abundant in. It shows one man losing something and another finding it. You look at life as if it's a quest now. It's become a lot more meaningful. I think at a stage it was pretty mundane, but now you see the value in it. Alicia Morley. Faith. Faith has got you this far. Believing in what you believe in. Don't let others tell you. Mysticism is also an important part of your life. These two cards together, it's your faith and mysticism that has got you this far. Marie Moon. Love card. Yeah, I keep forgetting whenever I'm starting it that the microphone's working. There's a way of checking. Marie Moon, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So once you envision it, you don't have to know who it is, but just imagine how life will be, and what you do want and what you don't want, and then the universe will match that. Darlene Brown. Confusion. This card always reminds me that spirit's trying to talk to you. You maybe see it as flashes of light, feathers, coins. What else? Like noises whenever nothing's happening. And you feel a higher cause or calling you're working towards. You view life differently from you have in the past. Alicia, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Alshika. Guilt, Alshika. If you're holding on to guilt, you need to let go of it. It's not doing you any favors. If you feel guilty for something, just reassess the situation and realize that you couldn't have made any different choice. And you're maybe working a bit too much. But balance out work with pleasure. Sue Woodworth. You've recovered from a difficult time. As I always say, recovery is the key. And when you accept things as they are, it brings about renewal, start of new cycles, end of old cycles that weren't working for you. Doris Arn. I'm good. Crystal, thanks for asking. How have you been keeping? Doris Arn. There's not as many people coming in today, so once I get caught up to the comments, I'll just swap deck and go through everything for you again. Doris, you completed a cycle. That part of your life's completed, so it's now about starting again. Recovery is the key. Whatever difficult situations you've been through, what you've learned in the recovery process will come in handy for the many more obstacles, or not obstacles. You're not going to have more obstacles, but challenges, let's say. Michelle Blaine. You got enlightenment and workaholic as well. Once you balance your work with pleasure, you'll gain enlightenment. Was that your question, Doris? Right, Alicia, I'll get you a romance card. Pay attention to red flags. So if something's indicating to you the situation isn't right, move on. You'll have plenty more opportunities, Alicia. Hello, Alison. I'll get you a card in a minute. You're next. Just Crystal and then Alison. And then Crystal for Cushy. Crystal Jagquest. Gratitude. Your gratitude for the small things in life will bring you more. Being grateful for the little things, it just brings more things for you to be grateful for. And it's all because you changed your perception. Maybe you perceived things to be one way, then at a later date found out that it was completely different from what you thought. Alison McConaughey. Alison, you've been persevering through difficult times, but you haven't let it hold you back. And in doing so, brings about renewal. No more struggles, new beginnings, end of old cycles. Now that we're in spring, it's a perfect time for the renewal card to come up. Right, so it's Crystal, then Anthony, and then Natasha. Crystal for Cushy. Crystal, I feel you're becoming impatient at waiting on things to come to fruition. That's not a bad card. It just means you're fed up waiting. But this is the most important card. Don't become complacent. Things can change very quickly, so you need to be on your toes. Anthony. Anthony, two cards that you'd want. Abundance and joy. Expect big happy changes because they'll be happening very soon. Abundance along with joy. You couldn't ask for more. Natasha Grant. Natasha. There could be a soulmate connection, Natasha, coming up for you very soon. Excuse me. Sorry. And you're not interested in being right. You'd far rather be wrong about something if it meant you learnt more and you gained more. Sometimes being right you can lose stuff. But do you expect a soulmate connection? Constance Humphreys. Thanks, Crystal. You're doing the work, so expect to see the outcome, good outcome, big happy changes. Big happy changes. Constance Humphreys. You want it based on the rest of the week. Creation and instinct. Constance, I feel you have the ability to perceive the answers yourself. The instincts are like a muscle. The more you use them, the stronger they become. And you can create your own surroundings just by thinking it into existence. Like set up how you would in an ideal world, what you would like and what you wouldn't like, and what you'd accept and what you wouldn't accept, and it will all come together. Sherry Lowe. Sherry, you got the creation card along with joy. So you can create joy around you just by thinking what you'd like around you and what you're not willing to have around you. Just do the blueprint. Sorry. Do the blueprints in your head. Just contemplate what you want, what you don't want. Just variables. And you can bring happiness into your life, Sherry. Grania, you could maybe have been victimized recently. The victim card's coming up, but I don't feel you've got the victim mentality. I feel you're working through it well. Workaholic, you need to balance work with pleasure. So as much as you're working, enjoy yourself as much also. Ross ID, will I make 11 making art? Ross, you're very creative. You're very creative, so it's very possible. We'll just find out what the if you can think of it as a possibility. Of course you can. Of course you can. You see yourself as in service to others or a higher cause or calling. Mysticism. This is what brings you here today. But I wasn't like a straightforward. Straight up, Ross. Yes. You can make 11 from your art. It's maybe going to take a bit of time to get going, but if that's what you want, that's what you'll get. You want to know if Aquarius is being deceptive. That's very weird. Hillary, it could also be like the more conscious you become, the harder it is to understand people's behaviours sometimes. Maybe he's just not reached the level you're at, but we'll see. Remain positive. Remain positive. I think what I just covered, it's he hasn't woke up to the level that you've woke up. It's unlikely that he's being deceptive. But I'll switch over to this deck and see if it brings up the deceptive card. Oh. There's two come out. No, I don't feel express your love is the message. I don't feel he is being deceptive. I just think it's his behaviours. You're more awake than others and you find it difficult to understand people's behaviours. But I don't believe he's being deceptive. Brenda. Brenda, you could have been the victim recently. You could have been the victim. Someone hasn't been treating you right. But you need to make sure not to get into the victim mentality. Take back your power and don't let them have the control over you that they have in the past. People are maybe getting jealous of you because you're you're experiencing or you're getting abilities that others don't have. You're maybe able to work things out, problem solve, know things without prior knowledge. Samira Ghaznavi. Tens. Samira, that's an indication of completion of a cycle. Like 9 and 10 is the end of a cycle, and then 1 is the beginning of a cycle again. So you're finishing many cycles at once if you're seeing a lot of 10s. The reason why you're seeing these is because you see yourself in higher value than you have done in the past. You're seeing your self-worth in the world, but you need to forgive others who haven't or can't see it yet. They'll come around eventually. Keep doing what you're doing. Clodagh, you're very grateful for everything that you've got. This attitude will bring more blessings into your life. And you're not too worried about being right or being wrong. You just want to learn more information. Like, you're very aware that you could be wrong in some situations. Sometimes being right, you can lose more than whenever you're wrong. About your job. This card's indicating recovery. You've been through a maybe traumatic but stressful situation. What you've learned through the recovery process is the key. That's important. But it's bringing up a soulmate. So you can maybe be meeting a soulmate through work. You wanted to know about work. So I'm feeling you maybe like somebody at work. Rosie, I can swap decks and get you a message for that, certainly. Paula Eggers. Paula, you need to make the decision now to release all that no longer serves you. If it's not for you, it's against you. It's not. I was trying to drag you back, but you've had to reject others' ideas. People have been trying to put their ideas onto you, but you know what's true to you, what you believe in. It might be different from others' beliefs, but it's right for you. Life experiences has taught you this. Rosie Parr, looking for a message from her baby daughter who passed a few weeks ago. Oh, that card jumped out. The message, the first message, Rosie, is they wish they had told you much more often how much they love you. It's only now that they passed that they realise how much they do. I feel they were an animal lover because they're now surrounded by loving animals. And also, the earth is our skull. So they know the lessons they had to learn in this life. And I feel they learnt the lessons, and that's why they moved on. I'll get you one more. I'm so much better now. I hope you could relate to that. Laurie Lynn Clark. Thanks, Ross ID. Laurie Lynn. Laurie, if you haven't already met your soulmate, you will soon. If you're in a relationship, It just means your relationship will go to the next level. You two have had to recover from difficult times, but as I keep saying, the key is in the recovery. It's what you learned in the recovery that will stick with you for the rest of your time on earth. Alex Jade. Belinda, I'll answer that for you next. Alex, I feel a bit of insecurity creeping in. You see the way the fellow's got his arms crossed up? It's understandable why you would do this, but I feel it's safe for you to let your guard down. And you also are recovering, and it's what you learn in the recovery stage that sticks with you. It's like a life lesson. Belinda Mitchell. Oops, there's your 2 cards. You just spit it out there. Or 3 cards, should I say. Belinda, I feel you set your standards very high. You're aiming very high, so anything close to that is going to be a success. You now see your life more meaning. You were maybe getting fed up with it before, but now you're starting to enjoy each day. That's through growth. But right, let's see this fella in question. Love yourself first. So there's maybe a couple of things you still need to sort out within yourself, so that whenever you meet him, it's not coming out in him also. Anything that you haven't resolved will come out in the partner. So maybe soon, I could see maybe 2 to 4 weeks, Belinda. Maureen Regan and then Harmony Ratana. Maureen, you're being called to bring more balance into your life. If it's work, balance it with pleasure. If it's not getting out enough, start just sort of getting out and about more. The more you balance things, people might not like it, but it's about pleasing yourself now. And you've been rejecting others' ideas. Reject their ideas and stick with your own. Stick with what you know, what's worked for you. Harmony Ratana. Harmony Ratana. Harmony, I feel you're becoming a bit impatient. I also feel you're getting messages from spirit. You're confused about it. You're not sure. You're not sure what to do. You're maybe seeing flashes of light, finding feathers, coins, just different things like that. Try and silence your mind a bit more, and you just whatever thoughts pop into your head is what spirit's trying to tell you. Right, I'm going to catch up with the comments. Anybody that's commented, please comment again. I was over 10 minutes behind there. Jared J, if you commented and I haven't seen it, please just comment again. There's been a lot of people coming in and leaving, so I don't want to be reading for people if they're not in. Do you know what I mean? Jared J, Calic feels about you. How does Khalid feel about you? Again, Jadajay, you need to love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So someone from the past is returning. Jana, I'll be with you shortly. I forgot to reply to your message the other day, but I'll answer it now. Lorraine. He's top two. That one. This card's coming up. This card's coming up a lot today. Recovery process. It's what you learn in the recovery process that's key. That'll stick with you as a life lesson that you're never going to forget. But you've now become passionate about something, Lorraine. You found your passion again. You're enjoying each day, whereas before it was maybe mundane. Bonnie. Bonnie, once you change your perception and see that your life is already abundant, the material world will catch up and give you everything that you need. You won't lack anything. But you need to change your perception first. Be grateful for the small things. The more grateful you are, the more you attract. Sonali Singh. Sonali Singh. Next up's Arena LeBlanc, then James Holden. Please bear with me. I'm trying to get through the comments as quick as possible. Sonali, you've completed a cycle. Maybe it wasn't the most positive of cycles, but that's now over, and it's new beginnings, big happy changes. But don't become complacent. Stay on your tiptoes. Be aware of your surroundings, because it can change very quickly. Ariana LeBlanc. First up, Ariana, insecurity. You're very protective at the minute. You've maybe been hurt in the past, and that's why you find it to let your guard down. But you're aiming for perfection. You're aiming very high. So anything close to that will be a success. You can maybe find that you just know things without any prior knowledge. You're able to read people, let's say. You want to know if you get this apartment. Right, first up, apartment. Right. I don't feel you're going to get that apartment, Jana. Does it mean to say you won't get one very shortly? Regarding your children, success. You will have children. You did. Hold on. Did I? Yeah. Uh, you will have children. You won't get the apartment, but you need to communicate clearly. Whatever you're wanting, communicate clearly with whoever's involved. Can you, Van Dinha Pierre, can you write in English, please? Michelle Slane. Bonnie, let me know if you got your reading. I'm just going down through the comments. I'm a few minutes behind, but if you stay in, it should only be about a 5-minute wait for anybody that's just coming in now. But I did get you one, Bonnie. If you didn't get it, I can give you another card. This is for Michelle Slane. Expansion. All areas of your life are expanding now. They're improving. At a stage you maybe thought there was no way of how it could improve. Has been your being impartial, not taking sides in arguments, listening to both sides of the story, making up your own mind. But you're expanding at a high level. Robin, I'll be with you in a second. Jennifer Vaughn, when will you get a better job? Jennifer, start looking now. Perfect timing. It's the perfect time to look for a better job. No time like the present. Don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll bring results. Excuse me. Card for Robin. A couple of cards for Robin. Right, 1, 2. Gratitude, Robin. It's your gratitude for the small things in life. Whenever you're grateful for the small things, it attracts the big things towards you. But I do feel you need to forgive someone. Holding on to resentment, it'll do you more harm than it'll do them. So being grateful for the little things brings big things, and you need to forgive yourself or others. Sonali, if you comment again, I'll be able, once I get to the end of the list, I'll be able to give you another card on romance. Cookie Paul. Cookie Paul. Cookie, you're able to see through the facade. You know what's real. You can tell real from fake. You're able to see people's motives, what the real intent is. But you could also be getting messages from spirit. You can maybe be seeing flashes of light, coins, feathers, just different things. But you know, you can even maybe even feel a presence. Try and listen a bit more, and you might be able to get a message from spirit. Your finances. Your finances will improve, Cookie. The situation will improve. Corin Lovegrove Peters. Corin Peters. Corin, I feel you become impatient. You're waiting for something to happen and you become impatient. But once, like, I feel you're saying, once this happens, I'll be happy. But you can be happy now. You don't need to wait for something to happen. You can just decide to be happy and at the present. You've a lot to be happy for. Yeah, that was Gemma Louise. Hello, Danielle. You're next. Daniel, you're next after Gemma. Right, there's the first card. Gemma, I feel you feel as if you're at an impasse. You don't know what way to turn. You feel as if you've only got two options. But if you take a step back, slow things down, don't rush into things, more opportunities will open up to you. And you also are becoming despondent to things that would have triggered you in the past. You're no longer reacting to. You've moved on from that. But there's don't rush into things. Their opportunities will come to you. Danielle. Danielle, I feel you might be a bit insecure at the minute through things that happened in the past. As you can see, the arms are up protecting the heart, but that part of your life has already been completed. You completed that cycle, so it's now safe for you to let your guard down. New beginnings, complete old cycles ending, new beginnings. Corin Peters, let me know. Let me know if you got that. Jennifer Vaughn. Jennifer, you might have been the victim recently. Someone might not be treating you right or treating you fair, but don't take on the victim mentality. Just uh, don't react to it and take back your own power. Just whoever's not been treating you right, cut them out of your life. And it's not about being right. You know, there's a lesson to be learned in everything. You're more about learning rather than having to be right. Monish. Monish. Right, so it's that and that. Manish, you've been recovering possibly from illness in the past, or it could be a traumatic experience. As you can see, Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. That should be all right now. As I was saying, Manish, that what you learn in the recovery process is key. But you could also be meeting a soulmate very soon. You've recovered from a difficult time, and now it's time to meet your soulmate. If you're in a relationship, it will take the leap to the next level. I'm just going to catch up in the comments here. No problem. The sound went there, but I was able to get it back. Jamie Stacey. Jamie Stacey. Jamie Stacey. Your prayers will be answered, Jamie. So whatever you've been praying for, don't think that it's not going to come to you. Whenever you know it will come to you, you give up the need to know how and when. And your interest in mysticism is helping you expand on different levels. So keep praying for what you have been. It will come to you very soon. Lorraine Raymond. Lorraine Raymond. Lorraine, you're dissipating negative situations and you're turning them into a positive. You're finding a positive in every situation, which is a very good trait. And this, in turn, brings about new cycles. It's renewal. All the obstacles you've had to overcome, you won't have to overcome anymore because it's a new cycle. End of old ways, beginning of new ways. Abigail, you're up now. I just worked my way through the comments. I will get to everybody. I'm about 4 minutes behind. 4 minutes behind, but you can see who I'm reading for on the screen. Abigail Carter. You also got the renewal card. End of old difficult ways. Renewal. New cycles. New beginnings. Big happy changes. And you're going through a big period of growth. You're learning a lot in a short period of time, Abigail. Right, that's me pretty much caught up on all the comments. So if you would like another card, or if you is there any specific deck you would like me to use? Sharon Hinton. Sharon Hinton. Any particular card? Sharon Hinton. Sharon, through your life lessons, you've learned a lot. You could also be getting messages from spirit. Like, are you seeing flashes of light, feathers, coins, just certain thoughts popping into your head? Through your wisdom is how you're able to connect with spirit. All right. Oh, you want a love card? No problem. Thanks, Ava. Thank you. Sean Hinton. Chemistry. Sean, whoever you're inquiring about, there is chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And finances and career are affecting your love life. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Right, I'll swap decks. Abigail Carter, I'll get you another message. Anybody else that wants another card, just comment, please. Abigail, this is Dagaz. It's achievement, success, transformation, balance with polar opposites, allowing energy we need to come into our lives. Light gives you clear vision to avoid danger. So you're always going to be guided away from danger by your instincts. Constant Humphreys wants a card from the Spirit deck, no problem. Ava Uyghur. Hold on, I didn't shuffle them properly. Ava, Ewaz. Will to move forward, loyal, trustworthy. So if you've been asking the question about is someone loyal or trustworthy, this is indicating they are. Confident, purposeful, true friendship, serious attention to matter at hand, controlled change, and it's like a journey of change you're on, Eva. Mandy, I'll tell you what your last card was. It was creativity, changes. I'll draw you another card. I can't remember exactly offhand what it was. Spirit deck. Constance, do you mean animal spirit deck or the talking to heaven? If it's the talking to heaven, just let me know. Constance Humphreys. Thanks, Tiffany. Constance, accept the situation as it is rather than trying to fight to change it. Thanks, Corn. I'll get you one of these cards also. All right, Constance. Once I come down to your name again, I'll get you the talking to heaven. Corn, trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges that are before you. Jana. Jana, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your overdependency on others. So try and be a bit more. Well, no, I feel you're independent. Right, Mandy, I'll go back to this deck here for you, and I'll give you one of these cards also. Right, this card's Gibo. Relationships, giving and receiving, magical exchange, partnership. This can also symbolize forgiveness. You must find balance between giving and receiving. Mandy, I'll also get you another one out this deck. Mandy, this is Wolverine. You're a lot tougher than you think you are. Sonali, Singh. Need guidance on relationships. Sorry. Right, we look into that now. Sonali, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Sonali, so you are in the right relationship. You might just need to work at it. Tiffany Ann Robinson. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. So you could be loyal and trustworthy, but whenever you're serving too many masters, it sort of complicates things. I'll get you one of these also. This is also will to move forward, loyal, trustworthy. So you're maybe questioning someone at the minute. Confident, purposeful, true friendship, controlled change, and the journey. Kitty Core. Kitty Core. I'll go back to this deck for Kitty. There's Kitty. You feel you're in an impasse. You feel you've only got two options, but take the time. Don't rush into anything, and more opportunities will become available to you. You could also maybe be a bit insecure through past experiences. It's now safe for you to let your guard down and know that what you do is destined to be. You're on the right path. Constance Humphreys. Constance. I'm surrounded by loving animals. Whoever you're inquiring about, that card came out for someone earlier as well. They're there helping you. When you think of them, that's them appearing. Because where they are, there is no time. They can be there and with you at the same time, helping keep you safe. And also, they wish they had told you more often how much they loved you. Shatoya Smith. Shatoya Smith. Shatoya Smith. Shatoya, I feel just like that this card's come out quite a bit. You're insecure, you're keeping your guard up from what's happened in the past, but it's now safe. It's safe for you to let your guard down. You know your self-worth. So when you know your self-worth, you get what matches you. But you need to let the guard down first. Shatoya. Will Goris get the contract? Goris or get the contract? Listen to your intuition. I feel you already know the answer, Goris. but it's always good to get confirmation. You might need to make a compromise. You might need to make a compromise. Meditation brings answers, but we'll give it another shuffle to get to the point. Will Goris get the contract? Opportunity. So that tells me you might not get this contract, but wait, hold on, we'll just double check. I got the yes card, but that's whenever I was talking about you won't get this contract, but there'll be many more offers coming your way. The things you needed to work on, you've worked on well. Anna Paula. Anna Paula, you've been dissipating negative energy into positive energy. Any negative situations you've been in, you managed to find a positive or a lesson learned in each of them. And you're very, very in tune with the mysticism. You can maybe have abilities yourself. You can maybe possibly be a card reader. You don't know until you try. Molly Yankee. Let's see what's going on for you. Molly, I feel you're holding on to guilt. You feel guilty over something, but you've done the best. You made the decisions in a difficult situation. So don't feel guilty. Let go of the guilt. And it's not about being right. You know, sometimes being right, you can lose more than you gain. Yeah, Molly, I'll look into that a bit more for you. Get you another two. Prayer. Molly, keep praying. Your prayers will be answered. But it's just calling for you to persevere through the difficult moments. I understand things can be very difficult for you at the moment, but persevere through it. You will be successful. Don't give up. Hold on. I'm not satisfied with that answer I gave you, Goris, about the maybe not getting this contract. I'll look into it a bit more. I just need. Oops. Yeah, the cards are basically telling me maybe not this one, but if it's not this one, it'll be one very soon. You're doing the right things. Kitty Core. Is he Kitty's soulmate? We'll stick to that question first. Kitty's soulmate. There may be something better, Kitty. There may be something better within the next few months. Is she putting energy into the room? Well, this is saying success. So you're going to have options. And in a couple of months, I can see someone else coming along. But you want to know if he's your soulmate. Is he? There's chemistry for sure. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. romantic feelings. He is a soulmate to a certain extent, but you can maybe have a better connection in the future. Do you know what I mean? Like the fact you're asking that question, you must have a few doubts yourself. One more card for Kitty. But it is safe for you to love. It's safe for you. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Right, I'll maybe leave that there for now. Thanks for watching. Cheers.